guys, I am actually going to do a video about how I figured out I was a Therian. So this is a very complicated one, so if you guys don't understand about Therianopathy or Therians themselves, you can look it up on the, I can't think, you can look it up on your Google and just check it out there. But anyways, I'm gonna do some videos about that, but how I figured out I was a Therian is the fact that when I was 12 and a half, about to turn 13, I started actually, my mom gave me a T-bone steak, and so I ate the T-bone. I was chewing on it and whatnot, and my sister wanted to chew on it too. Well, right when she tried to grab it from me, I growled at her and I smacked her hand away. And she was like, okay, this is a little weird here. So she told me what happened, and I was like, I did? And she's like, yeah, you did. So as I gotten a little older, or way older, I started having more of my senses of like what I would say a wolf would. Like all my senses were heightened and I started acting more wolf-like, and I would have these phantom shifts where one of my arms would feel different or weird, or I'll have like pain in my bones in a certain way. So I actually started meditating, and it took a while. I'm not gonna lie, it took a little while for me to figure out what was going on, but it didn't take too long because it only took about maybe a month or two for me to figure out who I was, and I found out I was an alpha female Arctic white wolf named Luca. So when I found out that I was a white wolf, I was in shock. I was in complete and total shock. But not only that, later on in life I found out that I was also considered a polytherian, which means I can shift more than just one, like mental shift, more into than just one animal to my liking, or to whatever animal wants to shift out. Rarely does Darkseid ever come out, and rarely does Cube come out, but you know, I start actually thinking that I was a Therian, and then when I looked it up and I was like, oh wow, I really am a Therian. So that's how I figured out that I was a Therian and that I was capable of mentally shifting. Now, I never really physically shifted, which I don't know what most of that is all about. Never really did, but I actually was like able to mental shift into my wolf form. But when I dream that I physically shifted into my wolf form. So I don't know if that's part of physical shifting or what, but it's very interesting. And so I actually, when I mentally shift, it's more to like relax all of the tension between all my stereotypes. And so sometimes it's complicated when you're a polytherian, but sometimes it's easy when you're a polytherian too, depending on what animals you have. Sometimes they can lay out all of the situations. Sometimes I actually do want to howl a lot just for fun of it, and I looked up a book about wolves, and I found out that it's a lot like me. So sometimes researching about your stereotypes helps a lot. So you might want to check that out. But anywho, I hope this video was like very useful, and I hope to make more videos soon. I'm sorry I haven't been making that many videos. It just has been difficult. And also, my cat wanted to say hi. Say hi, Mus. Say hi.